Amazon is hiring for 4 positions. The first question was from an array, and the second question was from a dynamic programming (DP) concept. What was your task in that situation?
Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So today in this video I am going to describe about my interview experience with Amazon for programmer analyst role. Recently I have interviewed with Amazon for this programmer analyst role, and I also got one full-time analyst opportunity in Amazon. So today in this video I will be describing about what was my interview rounds, what kind of question was asked to me, what was the difficulty level of those questions, and in total how many rounds was there, which was the most important topic. So I will be describing about everything in this video. So let's start with the video.
I will not tell this was a on-campus opportunity. I will not tell this was a off-campus opportunity. This was kind of a full campus opportunity because Amazon visited, and there was a bunch of other college students also was there who were sitting for that examination. And we all got the mail that you are selected for the first round of Amazon interview. There was some basic criteria was there. Probably the CGPA was 7 or 7.5 as per the basis of CGPA from all the colleges. Some student was shortlisted, like a lot of students were shortlisted, and they were eligible for the first examination, that is the coding round. So we all got the mail that you need to go in Amazon web portal, and there you need to just apply for this placement drive. One job ID was there, and we need to apply for the job ID. So we all have applied for that position. One more thing, in the mail it was written that Amazon is hiring for 4 positions. The first position is support engineer, the second position is system development engineer. This is not software developer, this is system development engineer. The third one was quality assurance engineer, and the last one was programmer analyst. So Amazon was hiring for these 4 positions through the school campus drive. And one more thing was that it was clearly mentioned over there in the mail that the selection will be happen as per the basis of the interview and as per the basis of company requirement, because I can't go there, I can't tell that I will be sitting for this quality assurance engineer or I will be sitting for programmer analyst role. The selection will be happen totally as per the interview performance and as well as company requirement. So we can't just go there and tell anything like that. So this was all the information we provided, and then after applying we got the examination link. The examination was probably the end of March. So we got a coding test link that your exam will happen. We all appear for that examination, and for my case in that coding test, the first question was from an array, and the second question was from a dynamic programming (DP) concept. I was able to solve the array question fully with all test cases passed. But in case of that DP question, more than 50% test cases passed, but not all test cases passed. And after the examination I called my friend that what was the question for him, and I saw that the question is totally different for candidate to candidate. And this is one more key things you need to remember, that if Amazon is coming visit in your full campus or on campus opportunity, the question will be different for all the student or all the candidate. There will be a bunch of set of question, you will be getting one among them. So this was the first round. In the first round the array question was fully solved and the DP question was solved partial. And then after 2 or 3 days I got the mail that your interview is scheduled, you cleared the first coding round, and your first interview will be happening on it was on beginning of April, starting of April, the first interview. So I seated for that interview, I confirmed the interview that yeah, I will be available on the scheduled time, and I seated for the interview. In that interview, first the question was tell me about yourself. This is the first question of every interview I have faced. Tell me about yourself. And then the interviewer directly jumped to DSA question, and in that DSA question the first question was from an array, and it was kind of a, I will tell, easy question. And the second question was a DP question, and that was a medium level DP question. So in interview I was able to solve both the questions. So when you are solving some question in interview, first you need to tell the brute force approach. That means if you see the problem, what approach come to your mind, how to solve that problem. That is the brute force approach. So you need to tell the brute force approach. Then you need to tell the time complexity and the space complexity of that approach. And then you need to reduce the time complexity and space complexity and tell another approach to the interviewer which will be better than that the previous one. So you need to optimize your code from that brute force to a perfect algorithm, or you need to use some data structure to reduce the time and the space complexity. So I was first telling the brute force approach to the interviewer, then the interviewer tell me to optimize the solution, and then I solved the questions with optimized approach. This both question was unseen to me. I have not seen those questions, but those question difficulty level was, I will tell, moderate level, not so hard. So I was able to solve both these questions. And after all this interview, there was some behavioral kind of question. In Amazon, there is 14 leadership principle, and as per the basis of those leadership principles, some behavioral question will be asked to you, and you need to answer those questions. And to answer those questions, there is also a star mechanism is there. So I will be explaining about the star mechanism at the end of the video. So some behavioral question was asked to me, and I answered all those questions. Within 2 or 3 days, I get a mail that you are selected for the second round of interview, and your second round of interview is scheduled in these dates. It was also on the beginning of April. So and one more thing is that in Amazon, for my role, every round was elimination round, because if you fail in the round one, then you will not be able to pass round two. You will not be able to go in round two. If you fail in round two, you will not be able to go in round three. Every round was elimination round. So I got the mail that your round three, that is the second round of technical interview, will be scheduled in this day. Please confirm it if you are available or not. So I confirmed that yeah, I will be available on that scheduled time. The interview time was on probably 5 p.m. So also the first question was, tell me about yourself. Then she was interested in my project, and after discussing a little bit about the project, she asked me two DSA question, and the both question was from array, and the difficulty level of this question was, I will tell, moderate, not hard, not easy. The difficulty level is moderate, but this both question, I seen that question and I solved that question beforehand. So I was able to explain everything, like everything from those questions. And after those questions, these two DSA questions, there was some behavioral question again asked to me. And after this behavioral question, the total interview time was approximately 1 hour. And within 45 minutes, I completed all those things. So the interviewer asked me some pseudocode kind of question from C. But I was not so good in C. So I tell the interviewer that C is not my primary language, and I generally code in Python. So if you can give me some pseudocode in Python, then it will be helpful for me to think about those pseudocode. So the interviewer tells that okay, I will be giving you the problem on Python. So he was just giving some pseudocode on Python. I was answering that what will be the output of those code, and I clearly can imagine that those questions was totally copy pasted from GFG. So the interviewer opened the GFG website, from there she copy pasted all those things, and I was getting those questions in my chat box of the meeting. So I was able to answer those pseudocode kind of question, and I don't know what is the like whether my answer is correct or not. I was just answering all those questions. So after second round of interview, there was no communication up to 1 month. So I was thinking ki I have just done some mistake in those pseudocode, so I am not going forward with the next round. So there was no hope after 1 month that I will be sitting for the next round of interview. But after 1.5 months, at the end of May, I got a mail that your third round of interview is scheduled, and it will be within the 2 or 3 days. Some 2 or 3 days were there, so it will be within that day. So I was available on that time, so I confirmed the time that I will be available. And then on the very next day, I got another mail that your interviewer is busy on that day, so your interview will be cancelled and it will be rescheduled shortly. And then again after 5 to 6 days, my interview got rescheduled, and it's happened on 1st of June. So at that time on 1st of June, I was not free. There was some personal problem with me, so I was not free on that time. So I told the interviewer or the HR that I will be not available on that time. Can you reschedule it again? So after two reschedule of the examination of the third round of interview, again the interviewer scheduled the interview, and the interview was on the middle of this June. And in that interview, there was a SD3 guy. So the first question was also the same, tell me about yourself. And then I have not asked a single DSA question in that interview. So the first question was, tell me about yourself. Then he entered in the project, what I have done in my BTech project, final year project. So he was trying to know everything from the project, what technology I have used, what module we have used, what portion we have done, what problem we faced, what was the motto of building this project, everything. He was trying to know everything from beginning to the end of their project. So we have a huge thoroughly discussion about my BTech project in that interview. And after BTech project, he was interested in the project of my TCS internship. So I have completed my internship with TCS, and the technology was machine learning. On machine learning, I have interviewed with TCS. So he was trying to ask everything from machine learning, what we have done in that project. So what module we have used, what algorithm is used, and what was the project, what was the main motto of those project, and why I use this algorithm. There is also a lot of other algorithm, why I use this. So he was trying to know everything from TCS internship. And after completing this TCS internship, he was trying to know everything from my current job role, what I am doing in front end or in back end, what technology I am using, what project is going on, what is my role in the project. So he was trying to know everything from these three: my college project, my TCS project, and my current company project. So he was interested to know about everything. And after all those rounds, or after all those questions, there was some behavioral question is also over there. And in that behavioral question, a lot of question was asked. The interview was approximately of 1 hour, and a lot of question was asked. And after the interview, within 2 to 3 days, I got the mail that you are selected for this programmer analyst role in Amazon, and congratulations for your offer. We are giving this offer to you. So that was my all selection procedure and all my rounds. So it started on middle of March, and it ended and end of June. So this was the total span of the interview. So now I will be explaining what is the star mechanism. In star mechanism, S is for situation, T is for task, A is for action, and R is for result. So if any behavioral question is asked to you, that suppose one question is asked to you, that tell me a situation when you deliver something more than what they want from you in project. So this question is asked. Then first you need to tell the situation, that what was the situation. Then the next question will be what was your task in that situation. Then you need to tell the third one is action, what action or what you perform as per the basis of your task. At the end there will be result. So you need to explain each and every step. So it will be a good practice for you if you just practice it from the beginning with some question. So there are some standard behavioral question, it will be available on the internet, you can search for that. And after all those questions, you can just prepare what will be the situation, what was my task, what was my action, what was my result. You can prepare all these things in hand in case of Amazon interview. So this was all about the star mechanism. This was all about my interview experience. So that's all for this video. If you guys have any problem, any doubt, then you can just comment out your doubt, or you can connect with me personally. I will be more than happy to answer you. If you like the video, please like it, and if you have any problem, comment out your problem. And if you want to see this face again and again, then please subscribe the channel. And thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.